Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we're having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy Special. So what better place to be than here with me? Can you guys see me okay? So I wanted to, I wasn't going to do the morning show, but I wanted to share something with you guys this morning. Hold on one second. Let me brighten you up a little bit. Maybe that'll help. I wanted to share something with you that, well, let's do the introduction. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there and subscribe. Don't forget to do that. It costs you nothing to subscribe to the Fearless Morning Show. So please make sure you do that. We have the podcast, we have the books, we have the movie, we have all the things. Don't forget, the Fearless Morning Show will be live in August at the Empowerment Summit. So please make sure you join us there. I will be more than happy to see you at the Fearless Morning Show live for the first time ever as we celebrate 5 years. Okay. So something woke me up. So I had a bad dream, really, is what woke me up at 1:37 this morning. And the bad dream was then followed by I'm a firm believer, and once you get into your journey, you learn more about the subconscious mind and all of that you are your truest self right before you wake up and right before you go to sleep, where your mind is literally totally free and is not hindered by what you think, feel, say, or do. Like, it is what it is. And so I had this thought about truth lighting the way. And it really came to me inside of the I am statement. So if y'all been with me, we've been talking about the I am statement for a while and what that looks like, and the importance of understanding I am, that I am only comes to create, it doesn't come to destroy. And inside of that I am statement is so many things, but this morning what came to me is the truth lighting the way. So if you are I don't want my religious people to have a heart attack here. Good morning, Tammy. I just want you to think about this. So truth lighting the way. If we're standing inside the I am statement, and whatever I am and I say, it is so. So inside of me saying I am this, the light, the truth, and the way are made evident. I need y'all to follow with me, because at 1:37 this morning, this is what was coming to me. And I couldn't move to write it down. I was like, just let me remember what you're saying. Let me remember what I'm thinking. So in our I am, when we say that I am, that is the truth for us in that moment. It is the light of our understanding that will guide us along the way. So it is the truth lighting the way in your I am statement. So if your I am is, I'm always broke, I'm always struggling, I am always, the truth in that moment is highlighted, and you are guiding the way to that. If my I am statement is I am abundance, I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am love, I am light, then that is the truth that I am illuminating in that moment, and that is the way that I'm going to follow. Yo, at 2:00 this morning, as I was wrestling with this concept and this idea, and it was just taking me for a ride, and it made me realize that so much of what we miss in life, or what we overlook, or what we don't think about, is incredibly simple. But in our humanism, we make it incredibly hard. We make it so much more difficult than what it needs to be. And in us making it more difficult than what it needs to be, we trap ourselves inside of our angst and anxiety and struggle and strife. In me trying to make it so difficult, I trap myself inside of that moment, inside of that truth, and I begin to illuminate that light, and that light is what is guiding the way. I need y'all to, y'all with me? I ain't lose nobody. Y'all understand that? I can see Tammy join because she said good morning. I can't see if anybody else joined. So please make sure you share the show. Good morning, Lucky. So if I am, and I really need to get this to paper, y'all. If I understand the I am statement, and I am in that moment, thank you, Tammy, the truth, the light, the way. Whatever I am saying in that moment is my truth that I am illuminating. That is the way in which I am going to go. So if I am only comes to create and never destroy, and if my words of I am are destruction, then that is the truth in the way that I am illuminating, and that is the way that I'm going to go. So I am guiding myself down the road of destruction, down the road of poor health, down the road of whatever it is. If I am statement is of healing, abundance, and of all these things, then that is the truth that I understand for myself at that moment. Then that is what I am illuminating. That is the light that I'm using to guide me along the way. I feel like I'm yelling, but I need y'all to. It woke me up. Let me tell you, I was wide awake at 1:37, 1:20, 1:37. Like, what's really going on? Like, turn the TV on, watching My Lottery Dream House on House Hunters up. But I want you guys to understand the truth lighting the way. So if it sounds familiar to you because it is in the Bible, I am the way, the truth, and the light. We're saying the truth lighting the way. Absolutely, Lucky. So whatever I am thinking, saying, doing, in that moment, that is my truth. In that moment, I'm lighting the way. In that moment, that is the way. I'm highlighting that thought. So when I'm ill in my body, if I have dis-ease in my body, if something is not sitting right in my body, if my thought is not sitting right, if I'm not moving right in a relationship, in a careership, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and if I believe that I am statement, the words that are coming out of my mouth now are my truth. I illuminate and highlight that truth. It then becomes my way. So on this most amazing day, I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's nothing after that. I want you to understand truth lighting the way. And I want you to be mindful of what you're fixing to say, how you're going to say it, your I am statement, why it's important to you, and what you should be mindful of the next time a thought crosses your mind. So if you say, JoJo, I'm trying really hard to have this positive, like I really want it. Like, JoJo, I'm trying really hard to have this positive thought about this thing. But this is the reality of it. Like, this thing keeps coming up in that moment when that thought comes. That is your normal thought. Like, but I'm always broken. You're trying to have a thought of prosperity, or I'm always sick, or nobody ever loves me. I always had to struggle. I've always had, in that moment that you want to have that thought, you need to step back away from that thought and say, oh, I no longer think that way. So there's no need for me to pay attention to that thought, because I'm now replacing it with I am this. So if you think nobody can love you and you can't have a good relationship, if that's your thought, you need to step back and say, I don't think that way anymore. Oh, well, I forgot about that, because I'm now replacing it with I am love, I am lovable, I am all these things. That's the thought that I want to focus on, and you let that be the dominant thought. But it is a conscious thing. It is the truth lighting the way thing. It's you choosing your I am statement in that moment. So the reality could be that you don't have. You don't have. And the more you focus on what you don't have, the more you highlight that, the more that is the way. In that moment, you can choose to step back to say, I choose not to think this way about this thing. I choose to replace it with this thought and think on that thought. It is such a conscious thought behavior that you have to do. And it has to be ongoing. It can't be once or twice. It has to be ongoing. Okay? It has to be consistent. Every time it comes up, you have to not participate. If y'all been with me for a while, and I've talked about living past crazy 5 years ago when we first began, at some point, you've got to stop participating in the crazy. At some point, you've got to stop participating in the downfall of your destruction unless you enjoy it. And you can say, JoJo, I don't enjoy it, but you increase the thing that you don't enjoy, and so you get more of the thing that you say you don't like because you focus more on the thing that you say you don't like. But JoJo, it's my reality, so I have to deal with it. I'm not saying you don't have to deal with it. I'm not saying ignore it. I'm saying in my thought that these are the thoughts that I'm choosing not to agree with today. I understand that time is difficult in this moment. I agree to that. I don't agree that I have to live here forever. And even if I'm having a difficult time in this moment, I'm still replacing my thought with a good thought. I'm still choosing to be grateful. I'm still choosing to look at the bright side. I'm still choosing this. I'm still choosing to say, I know the answer is here. I'm making myself available because before I was ever called, it was already answered. Before I asked, it was already given. Before I demanded, the supply was already there. And it is truly a conscious effort mindset thing. So on this great, most amazing day, I hope this helps somebody. I hope you were with me on this train of thought. And I hope you're open-minded enough to just peek inside for a second, just to see a different thought process, just to see a different way. If you're open-minded to it. If you're not, that's okay too. Just maybe something to make you go, that JoJo's crazy. I'll take that. So on this great, most amazing day, I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's nothing after that. I want you to have the most amazing day. I want you to step into the truth, lighting the way for you. Okay? Absolutely lucky. And one of the things I've started to say is, universe, God, creator, show me the best that you have for me today. And in you showing me the best you have for me today, God, I receive all of the best that you have for me today. I receive it wholeheartedly. I receive it with a smile. I receive it with gratitude. I receive it knowing that you have my best interest at heart at all times. And that before I can ask, you're already supplying. And it has been a game changer. So, on this great, most amazing day, I want you to have a great day. I want you to be peaceful, period. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them to that YouTube channel. They can binge watch and subscribe to all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Don't forget, we have the podcast, we have the movie, we have the books, we have all the things. Don't forget, Sister Rise is coming up, bit.ly/Sister Rise. We'll be coming to the Empowerment Summit to do the Fearless Morning Show live. That is in August, so make sure you grab your tickets to that. And I will see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.